Alright, in this lesson we're going to be studying the song Through the Fire by Crabb. And sit back and enjoy. Hope this blesses you.
So many times I've questioned certain circumstances, things I could not understand. Many times in trial, in the snares of my vision, my frustration is so out of hand. But it's here, I am weak. I've never been forsaken, never had a testimony. Makes me look at all the victory and the experiences underneath. All the rivers and paths
Alright, so that's Through the Fire right there by Crabb, and we're just going to run through that really quickly. I know it's kind of a tough key. You know, honestly, we usually play it in the key of C, but they're playing in the key of D here. So basically, when it starts off, the intro is... excuse me. Alright, so when you start off just a D major chord. Alright, then it's G minor to A minor. Then it jumps back to the D. It's kind of a little cool thing when they're doing it. I've played it many times. For some reason I'm blanking out on it right now. But basically you're going to the minor 4 and then the minor 5. You could even go to the minor or to the B flat and then to C. It's kind of the same thing but just with a different bass. If you listen to it, you know, whichever one you like better you can do. Play it your way. Alright, so here we go. Alright, then the main part of the song, D, basically just starting your 1 chord. It's kind of a simple Southern gospel type song. But it's got some interesting progressions in there too. The main part just starts off real simple. You're just 1, 5/7, you know. what I'm doing here, my left hand C sharp and A, I just try to layer as many notes in there as I can. My right hand's doing B, C sharp, E, A, even though it's really just really a A over C. I like to dress it up, throw as many notes in there as I can, just about. So C sharp A in the left hand, B, C sharp, E, A in the right hand. B minor 9, D over A, G, D over F sharp. Once again, I'm playing a D2, A, D, E, F sharp. E minor 7. Alright, now one thing we do a lot on our 5 chord. Our 5 chord's A here. So, if you remember from a previous lesson, we could use a passing chord of the minor that's a whole step above. So, that'll be B minor, A, B minor, A, B minor, A, B minor. So, we give it kind of a little Southern gospel feel there. Slide off that B flat to the B when you hit the B minor chord. B sharp, F sharp, B, D. Back to the E minor. And mind you, I'm not playing exactly like they play it. I mean, the Crabb family doesn't even play it the same way every time they play it. I've heard them play it many different ways. But I'm just going to kind of play it just to show you some fills and runs that you can use in other songs as well as this one. Alright, so... minor, A, alright, A over D, G over D, and all these chords are in the study info. Now one thing they do a lot in country music, or Southern gospel, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, all they're doing right there is just a E, C sharp, B, A. Okay? So you roll down the A2 chord, and then go back to the B, B, C sharp, E, D, to land on that B minor. You hear a lot of that kind of stuff in that Southern gospel style. What I'm doing there, I'm playing these 3 notes at the same time, E, F sharp, A, but I'm letting off the E when I play it. I'm only playing it for a second. The other ones I hold down. So, and I'm actually playing. Really, if you get really good at it, you can do a D and E, play all these at the same time, but slide off the D and slide off the E. It's kind of tricky. All right. So what we're doing is we're playing them all at the same time, just about. Almost, it's hard to explain. Basically, you're playing the D, letting it off, playing the E, letting it off, and landing on the F sharp and A. You gotta get good at doing a lot of those. That's the same thing we just did on the D. Get that down. That's it, slow down. Same thing on the G. I'm exaggerating it, trying to help you get it in your head. And that's the same thing there. What we did is we just added an ending to it. So we went back to the E, D, B, A. And then back to the D. So same thing on G. Throw a little contemporary lick in there. F sharp, G, D. Always sounds good on your 2 chord. Okay, you hear me do that? What we're basically doing there, hitting the A and the D, but we're sliding off the B flat first. Okay, so gotta get used to doing that. We use a lot of 6ths, we use a lot of 2s in our Southern Gospel style. And even a lot of other styles too that you would come into, even like gospel, Pentecostal style, you're gonna need to know how to do these little fills because they're gonna be all over the place. Alright, so you want to learn how to do those, you want to learn how to throw those in, and what I've come to find out is that a lot of these fills, you're just doing the same thing, just in a different way. I do that a lot. And what it basically is you're playing a B and a D and a B, but you're hitting the A first. A, and then you're going back to the A, and then G, E, D, okay, and then back to the G. If you want to make it sound real good, do that first part, slide off the A to the D and the B, and then hit the D and the A together. And then you can mix it up and you can make up your own varieties and kind of cool little fills and runs with that. So now this is the same thing we're doing here. We're also using this over a G chord, alright? Watch this. Now usually this would be the little fill. We can do it over C, but check this out. Instead of doing over C like that, instead of going to that C, let's go to a B. And all of a sudden it works over G. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So it's the same fill we do over C, but instead of using the C and go back to the C, like we went over a C, instead we're doing, and we can keep going down. Yeehaw, you know, that sounds great. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with these Southern Gospel fills, and a lot of it will even fit onto, you know, it'll fit into other songs, other chords. You'll run into places where you hear it'll sound good. So practice that fill on every chord. Find some chords will be tougher. Back to C and F. Alright. And practice it doing this way as well. Right, it's tough on some of them, but on most of the ones where your thumb's not on the the black notes, you can do it pretty easily. Alright, so through the fire. That we use a lot of grace notes in Southern Gospel. of course, no Southern Gospel lesson to be complete without mentioning that little walk up. Alright, when you go to the E, basically your right hand's just going like this, and your left hand's what's changing. I hope this is making sense here. I know we've thrown a lot of fills and runs at you, but this is Through the Fire. A lot of Southern Gospel fills, even though it's a tougher key. Then they go up to E flat. Reuse your passing chords, especially that one with the minor, the minor chord a whole step above it. But we use those a lot in Southern Gospel. Just your regular 4 passing chords, we use that a lot. You probably heard that. That's what it is right there. E flat, D flat, A flat, G, A flat, B flat. The down stroke is a little faster than the up one. Alright, so we've probably thrown enough stuff in there just to get you going and get you confused really well. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this lesson. God bless. We'll see you back here for your next one.